Hello, first year. It's my third class on HSC Basic English. It's my third class with you. It's part 3. And I will start with participle. Do you have any idea on participle? Participles, that means, first of all, what is participle? Participle is a form of verb. It works as a verb and adjective. So what I am saying, that participle is a form of verb and it works as both verb and adjective. So how many kinds of participles? Participles are three kinds. One, two, past participle, present participle, past participle, and number 3, perfect participle. Present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. So let's discuss from one by one. First of all, what is present participle? So with us, a lot of students here. Saifur Rahman, Mohammad Sultana, Roman, Maidul Islam. Okay, thank you for joining this class. So let's first present participle. One, what is present participle? Adding ing to the base form of a verb, that means adding ing to the base form of verb. Adding as into the base form of a verb, that means for example, it is an interesting game. It is an interesting game. Okay, so look at the word interesting with ing, adding ing here. Interest with ing, interesting. It is an interesting game. Another example, like Samia smelled something burning. Look at the word here, burning. The word burn plus ing equal to burning. One kind of gerund also, you know, with verb and ing, so gerund. What I've said about gerund in my previous class. So it's a present participle. If you have any question, just inboxing me. You can. Jannatul Gulshan with us, and Arif Gaji, Nazmul Islam, Yasin Arafat, and a lot of students here. All you said Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam, all of you. So I am telling about participle. It's present participle. Let's talk about past participle. Okay, past participle. Past participle. So what do you mean by past participle? It means past participle form of verb. For example, he is a retired teacher. He is a retired teacher. Past form of verb. Retired form. Or another example, I have lost the job. Lost. It's also the past form of a verb. It's a past participle form. Okay, perfect participle. Let's talk about perfect participle. Perfect participle. So, do you know what is perfect participle? Perfect participle. Adding being or having before past participle. What I am saying? Adding being or having. Something like that. For example, the rain having stopped. I went out. We can give that comma also. Stopped, V3 form. Having, here having plus V3. That means third form of verb, V1, V2 and V3 stopped. The rain having stopped, I went out. Or another example, the situation being favorable, we went out. After the situation being favorable, we went out. Being, here you see the use of having and the use of being. So, students, these are the participles: present, past, and past perfect participle. So, you have to create a good idea on verb also. Do you know how the classifications of verb? Do you have any idea about the classification of verb, finite, non-finite, transitive verb, that is classification of verb? Do you have any idea? So I will show you the classification of verb. Yes. Noisy. Okay. So, let's see the classification of verb here. So, verb, okay, first see, mainly verb are two kinds, that means finite and non-finite, you see here, and the finite verb into two words, that means two kinds, principal and auxiliary. And the principal verbs are transitive and intransitive, and the transitive verbs divided into causative, reciprocal, reflexive, fricative. And the other hand, a non-finite verb into two parts. They are infinite infinitive, participle, gerund, and here auxiliary verbs are primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. And we see causative, participle, and fricative verbs. So, students, these are the classifications of verbs you can see here. So, Arais asked me the name of the book. Within a few days, we'll disclose the name of the book. So, after participle, let's talk about sentence completing. How to complete sentence. That means the rules or the rules we have to follow to make a good marks in completing sentence. Sentence completing, okay? This topic, that means sentence completing, distance, I think you have a little bit or a good idea on this topic, that means sentence completing, because it was your topic of previous classes, that means class 19 HSC level. And to be perfect in this topic, you have to understand first of all use of phrases and clauses. First of all, you have to know phrases and clauses, and then classification of clauses. Classification of clauses, and number 3, you have to know kinds of phrases. And last of all, few rules on sentence completing. So to be perfect in sentence completing, you have to follow that means the use of phrase and clauses, classification of clauses, kinds of phrases, few rules of sentence completing, and you have to follow a few proverb lines also. And I think next talk about preposition. So how can we get good marks? That means you can get good marks in preposition. First of all, do you know what is preposition? Preposition. It's a very easy topic, you know, and I think you know what is preposition. Net problem, say it. Okay, net problem, is it? So student, am I clear? My voice and the board? You said, many of you commented that it's a net problem. Am I clear? That was my writing and my voice. If I am clear, just please write in the comment box that I am clear, then I will continue. Preposition. So I am talking about preposition. So what do you mean by preposition? Am I clear? Net problem. Okay, I am trying to make it clear. Okay, clear. So, the word that stands before noun and pronoun and make a relationship with other words of a sentence is called preposition. So what I am saying, the word which stands before noun and pronoun and make a relation with the other parts of the speech, that is other parts of a sentence, other words of the sentence, is called preposition. For example, he is fond of he is fond of traveling. Okay, that means he like to travel. Traveling here, the preposition is of, and the traveling is the verb plus gerund, verb plus ing, that means gerund, and this gerund is not noun, so it's a noun. So he is fond of traveling here, of his preposition. So there are a lot of prepositions, but most important prepositions are most important prepositions. Okay, most important prepositions are in, at, into, on, with, before, after, about, to, by, over, across, across. So there are a lot of prepositions and etc. To be good in preposition, you have to follow few rules of on a preposition. And in your book, you can get a few rules on preposition, not more than 10 or 12. But you have to follow appropriate preposition. I think you have a little bit idea about appropriate preposition. You have to read out or learn a lot of preposition, minimum. Students, after preposition, and this preposition is your question number 2 in your syllabus, that is your second paper syllabus, and you have a question, special use of phrase and words. It's question number 3. Question number 3, special uses of phrases and words. Phrases and words. Special uses of phrases and words is closest with clues. Okay, in closest with clues we find a box and a few words in the box. That means selected words, 8 or 10 or 12 words in a box. Then they will give a passage and we'll select the words from the box and input the passages. And this topic, special uses of phrase and words, so like that, but here is different. Why here is different? This is special. The words are special here. So there are selected words, that means minimum 30 to 40 words. You can read out the 40 words with meaning. Then there are enough for this topic. The important words are, you can write down or list it out the words. One, unless. Two, students, this part is very much important for you. I think it's my in this class it's my last topic, uses of phrase, special uses of phrase and words, and I am giving you here. I am giving you 40 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 40 words. You will write down the words, and our next topic, that means in my next class, I will discuss on a special use of phrase and words. And at that class, you will need all the words to solve the topic. So, as if, free, later, for, unless, as if, later, near, 5 had to, 6 as fast as, 7 would rather, 8 would you mind, list out the words. I will give you 40 words. Number 9, okay, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13, 14, 15, 16, okay. And number 9, in order to, was wrong, has to, and 12th number, the older the more, the older the more, and 13 number, whenever, and number 14, what's it like, and 15, but for. These words are very important for this topic. And number 16, what do you mean? What do you mean? And more. Okay, let's go for 17. So the students have to be perfect in this topic. It's your question number 3 in second paper. You have to list out the words. Okay. Okay, so I'll give you, it was 16 and let's go for 17, 18, okay, 16 after 16. Just a minute. It was number 16 and 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, okay, and 23, 24, no sooner had, what's the matter, what's, no sooner had, what's the matter, what does look like, what does look like, as soon as 20. What if as long as number 22, as long as used to, list, have to, wish, subs to, and 28 number. So these words will be named in my next class. So write down the words. Nila Shabira Akhtar said board is not clear and net problem. So what should I do for net problem? I'm trying to make it clear. Okay. And it was 28 number has gone. So let's go for another numbers. 29, start for 29. Yeah, 29. 29 number. It's time. It is time or it is high time. It's time or it is high time. Same. 29 number. 30. Consequently, 31. Write down. Even though. 32. Okay, just 40. I mean 32 now. Despite, and 33, yet, 34, despite, yet, nevertheless, and 35, instead of, 36, whatever, 37, on the other hand, 38, I have just 3 words to write, 38, 39 and 40. Meanwhile, 39, besides, and last of all, that means word number 40, special word number 40, it's otherwise. Okay. And in my next class, when we are going to practice with this topic, that means the special use of phrase and words, these words are very much needed. That means this for special 40 words. And at that class, I will give you 10 words at a time, and in a box 10 words, and I will give the meaning of the words and the passages also. So Sabbir Hat, said that he like to study in English. Okay. So students, these are the all 40 words here. You can see 29, number 29 is its time or is heightened, 30 consequently, 31 even though, 32 despite, and 33 yet, 34 nevertheless, 35 instead of, 36 whatever, 37 on the other hand, and 39 meanwhile, 38 meanwhile, 39 besides, and 40 otherwise. So, dear students, these are the all words for this topic, and with these words my class is going to end. So I think the students who are attending this class, and all of you, thank you, and I think in my next class we will enjoy, and we'll start our next class with this topic, with this, that means special use of phrase and words. Until that class, will be safe, and you know the winter is coming soon, so that's why you have to maintain all the rules of health rules. So that's all for today. Thank you for attending the class, and we'll meet you in my next class. Thank you very much. And Neela Samira Akhtar said thank you, and okay, welcome and walaikum assalam. Okay, see you in my next class.